you really want to level up your healing game, be more selfish. Welcome to the Soul Healing Podcast, where we discuss techniques and practices to heal emotionally, connect with our inner guidance, and most importantly, become the healthiest and best versions of ourselves. I'm Zawadi. Welcome. Now, I know in the past I have discussed being selfless and giving, but give me a second here and I'll explain why it is important to be more selfish if you truly want to heal emotionally. First off, being selfish does not mean going out and sabotaging people, being manipulative, or being just heartless and cruel to others. That is different. A lot of times people confuse selfishness and greediness. Greediness is I want everything for myself, and I'm also going to go out of my way to take from others because I want everything. That is not what selfishness is. Selfishness is self-preservation. Basically, just making sure you are not depleted. Very simple. If someone says, I just want to take care of myself, I just want to be healthy, most of us would be like, oh yeah, awesome. Why wouldn't you want to do that? But when someone is saying, well, I need to be selfish, immediately we have a negative connotation with that word. We're like, ooh, you want to be selfish? Okay. But selfishness is really just self-care. It is saying, I prioritize my well-being. I prioritize me. I value me enough to take care of myself and to not allow others to drain me. It's literally that simple. Selfishness is the most basic form of self-respect. It is saying, I value my time, I value my energy, and I want others to do the same. But others will not value us if we do not first value ourselves. A perfect example of this is me today. We had some friends who are moving out of town, and they told me at the last minute that they were having a birthday party for their daughter, which is great. We're good friends. We love them. And I do understand that they're moving and they have a lot going on. But the past week and a half, I have been going somewhere every single day. I've had family over and I have just been emotionally overstimulated. Like I am peopled out. So because our friends are moving and like we probably won't see them for a couple of years, their military family, they'll be gone for like 3 years. I said, yes, my kids can go to the party. Now the selfish part is saying, I am willing to allow my children to go to the party. But I know I do not like last minute things. It stresses me out. And also I know that I'm physically too tired to socialize with others. So the self-preservation part says, I'm not going to deny my children the opportunity to go and have fun with their friends. But my parents are also going to this event anyway. We all live within 5 minutes of each other. So I allowed my children to go with them so that they could still all have a good time without me also going there and feeling resentful because I didn't appreciate being told at the last minute, and I'm also too tired to be social with people. So selfishness is saying, I respect myself, I respect those around me, I'm willing to come to a compromise with people. I'm willing to meet people halfway, but I'm not willing to allow myself to be drained in order to make someone else happy. That's a very small situation, but it's a way of practicing self-preservation and true selfishness in the best positive way. Now, in the past, because I was in a people-pleasing mode, I would never have done that. I would have dragged myself over there. I would have felt resentful. I'd have been exhausted and just probably been miserable because I didn't want to be there and I was so tired to begin with, but I wouldn't want to hurt other people's feelings. So selfishness is that balance of saying where I can work with you, I can respect you while also respecting me at the same time and also respecting our rest. And there will be situations where you just have to say, hey, I would love to be there, but I'm exhausted and I'm not coming. And actually, we don't even have to give an explanation. Women have a tendency to do this. I notice males don't do this as much. But women, we feel like we need to give someone a reason for why we can't do something so that they can validate our reason. And I find that highly problematic. I think one of the simplest ways to tell someone no is just, I'm not available for that. And then if you are willing to hang out with them like they're a friend, they're somebody you respect or you admire, you actually do like the person, you can offer a future possible date for example, I'm not available for this day, but maybe this time next week we can try and, meet up or do whatever they had asked you to do. That shows that you care about the person. That shows that you prioritize the relationship, but you're also honoring your own needs and desires. Now, if it's someone that's asking you to do something that you are not willing to do whatsoever, you could say, I'm not available for that, but give a suggestion for something else that you might be available for. Or if it's someone who's just trifling and you don't like them at all, just say, no, thank you, I'm not available, and leave it at that. And will it be awkward? It will, but they will know better than to ask you for anything like that again in the future. So, selfishness, although it comes off as negative, it's truly just self-respect. If you are a naturally empathetic person, I promise you, you are not selfish enough. If you're anything like me and you sit and you run things, like you think about the situation, you analyze the situation, you go over how the other person is feeling or how they're going to perceive what you say or what you do, that means you care about people genuinely, and it's not possible for you to truly be overly selfish because you already have that empathetic tendency. So, if you want to truly heal, if you want to truly protect your energy, if you want to truly nurture yourself, be more selfish. And guess what? You will thank yourself. You will be proud of yourself. You will respect yourself more, and you will have less resentment in your life because there will be fewer opportunities for someone to offend you if you don't allow them opportunities to do so. You don't have resentment because you don't allow people to overextend your time, your energy. You're not offended because you don't put yourself in positions where you're already in a low vibrational state, you're already extra sensitive, and you're more likely to be offended because you're already not in a good emotional state to begin with. So, why not prevent something negative from happening instead of going and trying to repair it? Again, if you have made it to the end of this episode, thank you so much. And if you would like another video that is in alignment with today's topic, check the one you see on the screen above. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.